All right, continuing along. Made good progress today. Got lots done. So I got the ears all mounted up on a chunk of plate here. This side here is where the cylinder is going to mount, coming up there. So that's all ready to go. So I got that fitted up and welded. What else? Oh yeah, other set of ears here. Knocked them apart, punched it out. Still got to just trim that out like so. Got to do that yet. That'll come maybe tomorrow. And then this is all for the twist wrist deal. I got my axle all built here. So shaft in there, and got these little wings welded on, which are going to, well, let's take and do it. It's going to drop in here like so. And that's the start of the axle part for the twist wrist. Something like that. So, coming along real good so far. I was a little worried when I was welding these that it was going to twist these out of position or out around them. And I had to get the bushings in there earlier for some reason. I can't remember why now. Oh yeah, for lining these up. I needed the shaft in there to align these when I welded this together. So it actually stayed put real good. Didn't distort or nothing, so that's all good. So, oh yeah, so that other set of ears there, that's for this bucket. Those will go on soon. And yeah, so next is to weld these, that and that, to the part way over there, to the ears. I've got a couple cylinders here, although I figured out last night before or something, that I actually didn't need quite so long a cylinder there. So I got another one on order, should be here in a couple of days, in time to do the rest of this. So yeah, making progress, getting close to having this, actually, the two halves attached to each other. So I've got to build a big bracket out here, like so, come up to about there or something, and that's where the cylinder will mount. So big arm there, cylinder, and then I realized I got to figure out some way to attach it to this end here. And I think what I'm going to do is actually turn a piece of shaft to fit in there. And it'll come out here with like a yoke on it, and that'll be what the end of yon cylinder there attaches to, or not that one specifically, the one that's coming in the mail. Anyway, so that's the way she goes. That's what we got done. All right, got a few more hours in here today. So starting to take shape, starting to actually look like something. So I've got this just precariously balanced here right now. But, as you can see, it does swing side to side, doing what it's supposed to. I'm not going to let that drop the other way. I've got this just barely hanging on here right now, so I'm trying to be gentle. So, yeah, I got brackets punched out here. So, and welded on. Half of the brackets anyways. I have another pair over here. Those are going to duplicate here off the other halves there. And then eventually this all gets plated in here and plated in there so that it adds extra rigidity, etc., etc. So what's the next step here? So a couple of things. I'm in the lathe. I've got a bar that's going to go in here. And we'll stick out the other side with a bit of a yoke, which is going to hold the one end of the ram. Before I get that all dialed in, though, I want to get this mounted up because the geometry is kind of critical to make sure that I hit my 45 degrees, etc., etc. But I'm going to add a couple little strong backs in through here, just a couple pieces vertically on there to help reinforce this plate here, because there's not a heck of a lot of strength, of course, with the ears here. That's just welded on there. Now most of the force is on this side, which is why I extended this out past, and there'll be some gussets on there, which will give some extra rigidity to the side that that the ram is mounted to. That'll be taking all the torsion. So yeah, that's it for tonight. Hopefully we get a little more work on it later on tomorrow. Talk to you later.